In this tutorial, I'm going to demo how to create a body exaggeration. So I'm going to take this head right here and I'm going to exaggerate it, enlarge it, transform it, warp it, and make it look believable while focusing on exaggerating a body feature. So simply, I'm going to zoom in, Control plus, Control plus. I'm using the hand tool, which is the space bar to navigate within the document to zoom in. You could use any selection tool. You could use a marquee or a lasso. I'm just going to use the marquee tool. Just going to make a selection of the head. I want to keep the neck, the dress neck connection here because I want to really make that believable. I want to focus and put it in there. Simply Control Control C, Control V. So I copy pasted it. It comes on its own layer. Control T is to transform it. It's very important that you hold down the shift to keep it in ratio. If I don't hold down the shift, it'll get elongated and flat. So I'm going to hit Escape to cancel, Control T to transform, hold down the shift, make it a little bigger. I'm going to execute it. Now I want to take this layer and I want to take the opacity down a little to transform it. So not transform it, to make it transparent. I'm going to line it up right here on the left side. The next thing I want to do is to edit, transform, and warp. Warp is really nice where you could focus in on pinching. It's like distorting it for the most part. So I'm just going to try to line it up to the best I can. I want to try to keep her head as big as possible. If I line it up, if I do a good job lining up, it'll make my job easier when I have to use the layer mask. Just bring in it there. That looks good. I'm not going to worry about this overlay because I'm going to delete it. Okay, I'm going to execute it. I'm going to bring it to full opacity. Make sure I'm on the correct layer. Oops. Correct layer. Take it to 100%. Layer mask, right down here, the circle and triangle. I'm going to use a brush, which is hotkey B. White, black will reveal and conceal. I'm using the brackets to make the brush larger and smaller. And I'm going to do this sloppy. And I really don't have to do much cleaning up right here around the neckline because I lined it up. I did a good job lining it up. Use a smaller brush when I get around her face. I'm going to zoom in because I want this to look as believable as possible. A smaller brush to get in here. Actually, I may have to, on this back layer, I want to stamp out the chin because as you saw here, I'm drawing a chin back in and I don't want that. So stamp tool, which is S, hotkey S, Option Alt to activate it, and I'm pasting over. I don't think I have to do much here. Okay, put this back. Go back here, and now since I was covering it with black, I want to flip it with hitting the X key with the brush. Oh, undo, make sure I'm on the layer mask itself. There we go. And that's looking much better. Clean this up a little here. Okay, and I think that's good enough for the demonstration purpose here. Make it as believable as possible. Now I just exaggerated her head. You could do other objects as well, other parts of the body. I'm going to use the lasso tool, select the foot, copy, paste, Control T, hold down the shift. Just line it up the best I can. And I'm repeating the same process. Layer mask down here, brush, make the brush larger. And something like this, I would probably use a lower opacity of my my brush to fade in the difference there. Okay, and I think that's going to be good enough for now. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial.